All right, this is 6.4. In this video, I'm not including those type of sampling styles and bias. I feel like there's not really a way to practice those other than looking at problems and checking the answers, which is already attached to those type of videos. So let's go and figure out what do we have to do here. Okay, so the equation for just 6.4 is always the same. M, capital M is your margin of error, equals plus or minus 1 over the square root of n, which is their number of samples. So I'm going to give you a problem where I give you a number of samples, and I'll give you a problem where I give you M, the margin error. Let me put plus or minus, technically it's plus or minus. So let's look at it. 350, that is going to be your population. So what I'm going to do is mu equals plus or minus 1 over the margin of error, which is 350. Well, literally, if you can't type that in your calculator, look for some help. So let's do it. 1, I just turned off my calculator. 1 divided by the square root of 350. And my calculator's dying, so I'm going to keep going. 1 and the second square root of 350. Enter. That is 0.0534, or the same thing as 5.34%. Both are okay answers, okay? Let's look at the next one, plus or minus 4%. Now, this is the situation where you get M instead of N. So you don't want to leave it as percent. You want to change it to decimal. Whenever you calculate with stuff, change it to a decimal. So 0.04 equals 1 over the square root of n. Now, I showed you multiple ways to do it. I'll show you what I find the easiest way is. Let's first square both sides. So let's square this side and that side. The reason I'm squaring both sides is to get rid of that square root over there. So I'm going to do 0.04 to the second power. So that's going to be 0.0016 equals 1 over n. You remember, the square root disappears when you move the n. So I got to times n on both sides. And then I got to divide 0.0016 on both sides. So that crosses out. And these cross out. So I'm going to get on this side n equals 1 over 0.0016. So in your calculator, you're just going to type 1 divided by 0.0016. Enter. You're going to get some whole number. In this case, 625. What is that saying? That's saying you need 625 survey samples that your margin of error will be as low as 4%. So you need at least this many people to reduce your margin of error to 4%. That's what it's saying. That should be all the sections pretty much, other than type of samples, but again, I can't really practice that on video. You just got to know those. Look in your book, look on the Google Classroom. Good luck on the test.